2 Kings, the 6th chapter. Lord, if these boots don't quit falling. Y'all could have told me they don't feel that again. What kind of church are you? And by the way, this is Pastor Appreciation Month.
Amen. Amen.
So you all can say, oh, we're eating you, Lord. Am I going to make them lie in the house of God?
Happy Pastor Appreciation.
Y'all can say, oh, we appreciate you so much, Pastor. I'm waiting on it.
We appreciate you.
Happy Appreciation
See what
Day.
rolls in there. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We appreciate you.
oh, that's better. That sounds more convincing. Now, I want a new car and a trip to Hawaii next year. I'm giving y'all the getting on it for you save up. 2 Kings, the 6th chapter. And I'm going to start at the 13th verse.
Yeah.
And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dothan. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, smite these people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. And Elisha said unto them, this is not the way, neither is this the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you seek. But he led them to Samaria. And it came to pass, when they were coming to Samaria, that Elisha said, Lord, open the eyes of these men, that they may see. And the Lord opened their eyes, and they saw, and behold, they were in the midst of Samaria.
We thank you for another great night here to worship God. Give you all the glory and praise. Let this message be a great help to somebody out there, Lord, who's listening right now. And we give you all the glory and praise for everything that you do and continue to do. In your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Maybe see. There you go. I was going to name this as angels. We got angels around us. But God wanted me to say, if God be for us, who could be against us?
Yeah.
Amen. If God be for us, who could be against us? That's why I read that song. Makes you think, well, why didn't you read that out of Romans? Because that's not where he told me to go. Told me to go here. So it's here that Elisha, greater prophet than Elijah, was a man of God. He was praying because the king of Syria was trying to come against Israel. Poor Israel. Every time you turn around, somebody is trying to come against Israel. Even to these days and time. People or countries are always trying to come against Israel. God said that what Israel are God's chosen people.
Yep, God's country.
No matter what they did, no matter what God they try to follow,
right.
No matter their murmuring and complaining and pouting and all of that stuff, no matter what it seemed like they did, God wanted to wring their neck sometime. Call them stiff-necked people. But he still loved them because the Bible said that he was their chosen people. Don't come against Israel. So, they were wondering what to do. The Syrians had planned, left that night, set up camp, and attack them in the morning. Well, in verse 10 it said, the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of God told him and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice. Now, the king of Syria was mad, because Elisha came and warned them about who was coming. There are times we are God's people, we're His children. We might not know who's getting ready to come at us. We might not know what kind of trial or tribulation we're going to go through. We might not know how bad it's going to hit us. We might not know how long we're going to be in it. But if we are His chosen people, He's going to warn us that something's coming. I've never had a trial or tribulation that God didn't warn me of. He didn't tell me all the full details of it, but there was a warning. And it comes in the matter of God said, the Lord might tell you, seek my face. You need to pray more. Go on a fast. Do this or seek me like you've never sought me before. Something like that. Like Paul said, brethren, God would not have us ignorant of the devil's devices. Meaning, God's not going to sit up there and not tell us when the devil is coming at us. Or when the devil is trying to bring something to you, or at you, or through you, through somebody else. He's going to warn us, either through somebody else, prophet, the preacher, or tell you himself. He's going to warn you. So that's what he did in Elisha. He used Elisha to warn. Well, when the Syrian king found out this was going on, oh, he was mad. Oh, he wasn't happy. So he showed up was ready to go kill him then. It said that the heart of king of Syria was sore troubled, and he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. Meaning the Lord showed Elisha what the king had said and what he was praying. And how many know, I don't care how many people say, I love you. I got your back. I'll support you all the way. Yeah, you're my friend. All this, oh, I'm so close to you, blah, blah, blah. But ain't it funny that it's the same people that when something go down wrong, Rose did it, they'll be more than happy to throw you under the bus. Princess did it, Honcho did it. Well, wait a minute, I thought you said, who does that remind you of? Peter? Wasn't Peter the one that told Jesus, not me? Right. You must be talking about somebody else, not me. I won't betray you. No, not me. I will never. And who ended up betraying him? Peter. So you have thought, oh, I'll never do so and so. I would never talk about you. I would never say this about you. I would never leave you. I will be there to the end. Oh yeah, Sister Princess is such a good preacher. I'll be at her church. I don't see them but angels, that's it. Well, hey, honey, you better not depend on people, because they will let you down. Sure will. The Lord won't. Lord won't leave us. He'll never leave us or forsake us. But people, honey, you better take it with a grain of salt. Because the very ones that said they'll be there Because you couldn't handle the pressure. You ever see people, they say they bold, this, that, and the other, but they crack under pressure. You ever seen like on TV when the cops is questioning somebody? Now even though they didn't do nothing, the cops and them are going to be on them so hard and so bad sometimes that they'll just admit it so the cops will leave them alone. There's many innocent people in jail today. But when you serve the Lord, you can't crack under pressure, honey. You got to stand if you got to stand by yourself. You got to stand no matter if everybody walks off and leaves you. No matter if everybody betrays you. No matter if everybody disappoints you. No matter if everybody else is talking about you, putting you down, not helping you, not trying to support you. You got to stand if you got to stand by yourself.
Right, right.
So here, that's what they were saying. Now, Elisha the one did it. So then the Syrian king said, go find out where he is. And then he said, come get him. Bring him to me. So somebody went, found him. He was in a place called Dothan. So he said, okay, we gonna come to him. He ain't even gonna see us coming. They ain't like the children of Israel when they was running from Pharaoh. They knew Pharaoh was behind them. But this was a surprise attack. How many have ever went through, like I said before, a surprise attack from that old dirty low down devil? I wasn't expecting this. I never would have thought this. I never would have thought that. Well, I never would have thought they would have backslid. Well, I never would have thought they'd have slept with that person. I never would have thought they would have acted like that. I can't believe it. It was a surprise. So, they said, get your chariots, get your horses, get your men. We going on down there tonight. And when they come out that tent in the morning, they ain't going to know what hit them. All right? So when Gehazi, who was Elisha's servant, we talked about him last week, Lord help him. It said he rose up early in the morning. Peeped out the tent. Oh my God! Look at all these people out there, all these soldiers out here, getting ready to kill us. What are we gonna do? When he stepped out, he looked at horses and chariots. He went in there. Elisha sitting back taking it easy, sleeping. Here comes Gehazi. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! What is it? Look at the door. Look at all of them soldiers and stuff. Well, I can imagine Elisha would have said, man, go on back to bed. Now, you don't understand. All these people's out here to kill us. And Elisha just take it easy. He just probably said, yeah, that. And Gehazi, what is wrong with this fool? Didn't he just hear what I said? All these soldiers is out here to kill us. What's wrong with you? Like I don't punch or wake up. I believe we left the thing plugged up. Oh, I'm gonna check it in water. Boy, the church we done burned down by then. The water all in the church, and wake up now. So, and I just jumped into the heaven, but y'all all jumped in the car right up. I was all, thank you, God. Thank you. Hacho, why didn't you wake up? I told you I was going to do such thing. You didn't come in to the meeting. I said, yes, I did. Didn't I tell you to go? You too. I said, yes, I did. I told you to come down. I said, I shook you 3-4 times. Make sure you was awake. And you said, yeah. When he said, yeah, you can forget it. He don't remember nothing. He ain't heard nothing you said. Well, remind me not to die when you go to sleep. I'll be done dead, done had the funeral in the cemetery, and it'll be time for the rapture to resurrect me before you wake up. A week later, what happened? Your mama dead. That's what happened to you. Oh, what did she do? About 3-4 days ago, we tried to wake you up. So I'm glad Robin don't come in here. Glad the house ain't almost one of them burn. They just burn up. Every man for himself. I'll leave you in here. Oh. Well, be wanting to hurry. I'm telling you, help me, Jesus. Confession. It said, confess your faults one with another, that you may be healed. Help me, God. Help me. Well, I can imagine that that's what Elisha was doing. Why? Because he wasn't worried about it. He knew who he had, this man. Gehazi reminds us of us, and I'm preaching on myself too. Here you are up all night, you can't sleep. Lord, how am I going to pay the electric bill? God, how am I going to pay this water bill? Lord, how am I going to pay this rent? You can't sleep. You've been up for 2-3 days, worried about how you're going to get this, worried about how you're going to get that. Instead, we should be like Elisha and just
Right.
sowing logs, as Mama used to call it. Snoring, sowing logs. That's the way we should be. But yet, as human nature, we allow the devil pulling our hair out and spags up on our eyes, and I ain't slept, and I don't know what I'm going to do, and I don't know how I'm going to get there, and how I'm going to die. Why? Because that's human nature. But we should be like Elisha. Rolled on over, went right on back to sleep. Because he wasn't worried about it. So I guess that Gehazi bothered Elisha so bad till he said, told Gehazi, fear not. Don't worry about it. We got more on our side than they could ever have. And you know he's going back out to the tent again looking like, how? The Bible didn't say this is coming from the book of Princes. It could have been 200 or 300 of them. It had to be a lot for him to be scared. It's like 1,000 of them and 2 of us. What are we going to do? But I'm reminded of who went out there. Little bitty shepherd boy. Everybody else was scared of Goliath. 9 foot, 2 or 3, I can't remember exactly how tall, but I know he was 9 foot. Against this little bitty boy. You got these big old dudes with all the armor, all of that stuff, and they're like, and it made little David mad. Little David was like, wait a minute, who is this that's talking about our God? Who is this?
Yep.
That's trying to get rid of our God in this country. Who, how dare him to be coming up in my place saying anything? Are you crazy? Stop talking on that. He can hear you. Little David tried to put on Saul's armor. It was too big. That would be like me putting on my big fur coat around Jess Lord. Well, Jess Lord, the coat done swallowed her up. The black bear done ate her up. Can't see Jess wearing Jess Lord. You can't wear that. He couldn't even see up. The helmet kept on, he couldn't even see up on it. So I said, here, take my sword. Here, come take it. He didn't need that. Honey, when you got the Lord, you don't need nothing. You don't need no gun. You don't need no knife. You don't need no spear. You don't need no machete and all that when the Lord is on your side. Because if he is for us, who can be against us? Right. David didn't have but a rock. a slingshot, and a rock. In your normal mind, way of thinking, how is that rock, just imagine Poncho is a giant. How in the world is that rock going to hurt somebody that big? Why? Because you're thinking, here, you know this here messes us up a lot of time. God tells us to do something. If we don't just jump and do it, know what we're doing, guess what? You sit there, you'll talk yourself right out of it. Well, I can't do that. They pray better than I do. And if I go over there and try to lay hands on them, and they're going to laugh at me, and they're going to think this, because, you know, I ain't supposed to be a strong Christian like some of them are, or this, that they ain't going to ask me to sing, because it's way better singing than I. You sit there and talk yourself right out of it. I'm not good enough to do that. I'm too quiet. I'm too this. I'm too that. Why? You sit there and talking yourself right out of it. But David didn't do that. He just stepped on up and said, well, let's go. All the other ones who was capable of doing it stood there and talked themselves right out of it.
Right.
Oh, he ain't killing me. I ain't trying to die today. But David didn't care. He said to one rock. Now, I've heard some preachers say, one for the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Ghost. But the Bible said it took one rock. He had 5 of them, but it just took one. Lord got in that slingshot, and guess what happened? It hit Goliath right there between the eyes. And guess what happened? He knocked himself out and died. And didn't make it any better. David was like, well, I'm just crazy. And David took somebody's sword. You can imagine him being that little. Trying to drag. I don't know if everybody ever picked a sword up or not, but they're heavy. They are very heavy. It ain't like no little Obi-Wan Kenobi on Star Wars. It's not that little thing. A real sword is heavy. If you live, I mean, it takes a lot of strength to pick a sword up. And I can imagine he probably dragged it till he got it. And he kept on. When he got it up, the Bible said he cut Goliath's head off. Put it in a bag. Now I'm going to take it, let them see all of it. And when the Philistines seen it, they took off running. And didn't bother no more. Why? Because David wasn't going by his height, or he's little, or he's just a little boy. He can't do that. So a lot of times in the church, we won't tell people they're just a kid. Lord can't use a kid. That kid can't prophesy. You know the famous one, women preachers, they can't do this. They can't do that. They ain't got the authority. They ain't got this. Well, no, can't no blacks do that. Well, can't no Mexicans do that. But if we would shut our mouth up and get out the way, they'd see how the Lord can use anybody at any time. He uses anybody he wants to. All you got to do is be a willing vessel and obey him. That's it. And that's what it was. David had the boldness that day and said, oh no, I'm getting ready to fix this. I'll kill him. Won't nobody else kill him.
Right.
So that's what Gehazi, oh my God. What are we going to do? Told him, don't worry about it. Gehazi's eyes looking at him. Well, I just don't see. I don't know what he done lost his mind this time. Because I sure don't know what he's talking about. So then Elisha, the word said, he prayed. And he said, Lord, open up his eyes that he can see what I see. Sometimes, you know what we need to do? Besides us trying to figure things out and look at it a certain way, and talk about it a certain way, we need to say, Lord, let me love like you love.
Right.
Lord, let me live like you live. Lord, let me see them like you see them. Just don't let me look at them as a drug addict. But let me look at them as your child. Don't let me look at them like an alcoholic. Let me look at them like he belongs to you. Don't let me look at her like a prostitute. Let me look at her the way you see her. If we begin to ask God, don't let me look at it through my eyes, let me look at it through yours. God, don't let me speak the way I want to speak. Let me speak the way you want me to speak. Don't let me just live any kind of way. Let show me how to live. Show me how to do. Show me how to walk. Show me how to talk. I guarantee you, honey, he will. Your eyes will be open. And so that's what Elisha prayed for him. Open up his eyes that he may see. And when he took and he opened up Gehazi's eyes, I can imagine. Now I'm blind as a bat. I can see you. But if I didn't know that you was already where you was at, I wouldn't know who's who. But I can imagine when he told Elisha that, when he told Gehazi that, Gehazi looked outside and he was like, wait a minute. You know how we always see, you know how you all, when you first wake up in the morning, you like, you rub your eyes, trying to see. And I can imagine he looked like, what in the world? I need some glasses. I know I ain't seeing this. He probably was rubbing his eyes. He probably had to take 2-3 looks. And when he finally came to what he seen, it said what? He looked, and it was angels. Where the mother men was standing, there was angels in between them. And the Bible said when chariots of fire, more than what the men was. And so that's why Elisha wasn't worried about it. So see, that's why we shouldn't be worried about our problems and our life and what's going on and what's happening and all that. Why? As I say, because God got your back. You might not see it, but He's got it. You might not see no angels, but they're there. You might not feel no angels, but they're there. Everywhere you go, you got one going right with you. Everywhere you sit, you got one sitting right there. Bro, don't you hit that angel on the side of you. Bro said, Lord, she see when I'm running out of here. You got Michael, the best one of all. He's the warring angel.
Right.
When you pray, that's the one that fights your battle. The Bible said with Daniel prayed 21 days. That's where that fast comes in. 10 and 21 days. And don't think that God does not hear you when you say it the first time. He heard you when you prayed the first time. But he said what? There was demons and things that was coming against you, and we was fighting all this time before we can get it released to you. Oh yeah, God might have us a miracle. He might have us with money. He might have us with a house. He might have us with a car. And the first day we pray, He hears us. But guess what? When we put it out there, guess who else hears it? The devil. So he's going to try everywhere in the world. What did I say Sunday? Just because God gives you something, don't mean the devil ain't going to try to take it away from you. Just because God gives you something and you know it's yours, don't mean that devil ain't going to try to come and take it. That's his job. That's his principle. That's what he wants to do. So as soon as you put it out there, he puts it out there too. Many times, we should have been dead in accidents. We should have been dead. We were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Going hanging around the wrong people. Doing the wrong thing. Saying the wrong thing. Using the wrong thing. Who do you think got you out of it? God did. Who do you think protected you from getting killed? His angels.
Right.
Who do you think you were supposed to have a heart attack, a stroke, or somebody was supposed to break in your house? Who do you think protects your house when you leave? Angels. They was talking about one time this missionary family was in one of the foreign countries, and people was getting saved up under them left and right. There were angels. Here come the demons that night to kill that whole family. But when they got there, they wasn't expecting something. When they got there, all of these angels was gathered around where they were staying. And they all had their hands locked together like this. And every time one of them demons would try to come, they'd be like, no, no. They try to come on this side, no. It said it got to the point that the angels was making fun of them. You can't get through here, can you? You can't get through there. Because who was protecting them? The angels who were sent by God. It's not by a little simple accident that you didn't get killed that day. Or some of them didn't get killed in the mines, or some of them didn't die in that plane crash. Whatever the reason, God turned her and don't go there. I don't think you should do that today. When you have a feeling, you better listen to it. If you have a feeling to go somewhere and you all of a sudden feel like you shouldn't go, you might not want to go. Something you want to do or somebody's house you're supposed to go, and you keep on getting delayed, and you just can't get, something just ain't right. I don't understand how come I ain't never had this before. You better listen to it. And then by chance, if we are crazy and stupid and didn't listen and we go on, there's angels that will protect us. And so he said, open up his eyes and let him see what I see. And the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire around Elisha. And it said when they came down to him, Elisha prayed. And he said, Lord, smite them all blind. That's exactly what happened. Every one of the soldiers went blind. They couldn't see. They couldn't see nothing. So they didn't know who Elisha was or where he was because they couldn't see him. God will make you invisible sometime so folks can't see. They see you, but they don't see you. They hear you, but they don't hear you. And then he said that, and so one of them didn't know nothing about him. He spoke up and he said, hey, the one you looking for, he ain't here. So he's over here in this other town saying, follow me, follow my voice, and I'll take you to him. But instead of where they were supposed to go, into Israel, to kill them all, they ended up going to a totally different place. Sometimes the Lord will put you in a totally different place than where you're supposed to be. Sometimes God might put you in a totally different church to where you're supposed to be. But sometimes they ain't going to want to listen. God might have told a whole bunch of them to come up here. But they're going by, well, I'll get talked about if I go. People ain't going to like me if I go. Well, you know, I really don't believe in women preachers. Well, I really don't believe in the way they do this or the way they do that. So sometimes you let people talk you out of a blessing. You let the devil talk you out of a blessing. You let your family talk you out of a blessing. Or your co-workers or your neighbors talk you out of something. We might sit there, we could have been done had something. But we wouldn't take a whole different detour when we could have had it right then and there. So then we had to wait 2 or 3 years before we get it. Why? But you messed that up yourself. You listen to everybody else but God. Listen to the devil more than you do God. And you can't say, well, I didn't know. Sheep know my voice. Stranger they won't follow. So he led them all the way to a town called Samaria. And then Elisha said, okay, Lord, open their eyes up. And when he opened them, and they saw they was in the wrong place. So then, well, we got it made now. You want to kill we can kill them all. Elijah said, no, God didn't say do that. He said, but go and take everything they got and give it for the children of Israel. Sometimes, Lord, if we punish people, if God punished people the way we would, we'd be in trouble. Or people would be in trouble. No, this one shouldn't get no mercy, let them die. No, that one shouldn't get no forgiveness, let them just die and go on to hell. Oh no, they're this, that, and you sitting up there judging. Judge not unless you be judged. You can judge a righteous judge, was at the word of God. But Jesus said, judge not. If we gave punishment to people, just think about we sitting back saying how we would punish people. But you forget, somebody might not like you. Whatever the case, why, when, how, whatever, they might not like you. So maybe they think you need to be killed too. And you're like, oh, God. But see, God is not like man. And I'm so glad he's not. Jesus is not like man. So glad he ain't. Because there's a lot of things we done in our life that we should be in hell, but we ain't. Because of God's grace and his mercy and his love, he forgave us. We ain't deserving of a whole lot of stuff that God gives us, but he does. Because he loves us. So instead of him saying, kill him, this, that, other, Elisha said, no, you don't have to do that. He said, my Father will take care of them. Meaning God will take care of them. In his own time, in his own place, in his own way. And oh yes, it is hard to try to forgive folks sometimes that have done some stuff to you. That have talked about you like a dog, threw your name out in the street, called you everything but a child of God. You know, it's very hard. I ain't going to stand up here and lie and say it's easy, because it's not. But Jesus also said, what is that? If you like the people that like you, that's easy. If you love the people that love you, that's easy too. But when he said love your enemies, do good to them that hate you, bless them that curse you, and hate you and persecute you. Ooh, that's the hardest thing. When somebody sit up there in your face talking about you like a dog. That done went and lied on you, cussing you out, putting your family down, putting your kids down, doing this, doing that. Oh, it's very hard. But Jesus said that if we don't forgive, we won't be forgiven.
Right, right.
But you got to forgive. And then Jesus said, he told us how many times to forgive. 70 times 7. In a day. What? I got to forgive somebody that many times. It's hard. You got to bite your lip. And you look at it this way. The punishment that God will put on will be greater than what you could ever do. And when God puts a whooping on you, you'll know it. When God puts a whooping on them, you'll know it. You think, well, Lord, because he said he'll have mercy on who he wants to have mercy. He'll have compassion on who he wants to have compassion. When you lay it down at Jesus' feet, and you say, Lord, I can't handle it no more. These burdens are too hard to bear. You're going to have to do something with them, God. When he takes it, they in trouble. And they said, when you treat them just as good, oh, hey, how you doing? Ooh, it was one in the store, honey. It was something else. And I was walking past me, and person was, and I said, hi. And she was like, honey, if looks could kill, I'd have been dead that day. Oh, well, honey, that's your problem. Well, I'm like this. I tell you the truth whether you like it or not, especially if you ask me. Now, you get mad at me and don't want to speak, but I'm the type of person, I'm going to tell you what I think, and then I'm gone. That don't mean I ain't mad at you, whatever else. I'm just going to tell you what I think about it. I feel like it. Yeah, but that don't mean I'm mad or nothing like that. Then I'm over it. I'm like, hey, what you doing, blah, blah, blah. Well, she was like,
Yeah, you dirty look.
ooh, wait. But she's a sinner. Well, honey, I got news for you. Some Christians would too. They'll walk on the other side of the store, keep speaking to you. Other side of the street, keep speaking to you. I've heard people say, and so they supposed to be Christians. I heard them say, but if they was on fire, I wouldn't even spit on them. And I'm like, ooh-wee. Well, that's pretty bad. If they was laying dying in the street, I wouldn't help them. I wouldn't even call the ambulance. Well, Christians, we know how sinners act. You can expect a sinner to say that.
Right.
But a Christian. And Jesus said what? Second commandment is like namely this. You love your neighbors yourself. You got to love. Say, beloved, let us love one another. How can you say you love God whom you have not seen and don't love your brother who you see every day? Because if we love God, eventually, even if you do get mad, eventually, after you get over your mad spell, if you love God, you got to love, the God will make you love Him because you love Him. It's a chain reaction. Now, does that mean people should do people wrong? No, that's not what I'm saying now. No, that's not but you have to pray for them. And it said when you do, your heat coals of fire on their head. They can't stand it. Because they ain't got no ammunition to give you to shoot. So they go out and tell people, well, she didn't even speak to me. She's supposed to be a preacher. She didn't even speak to me. That's what they want you to do so they can go out and make it better. See, I'm supposed to be a preacher. She wouldn't even speak. But if you say, hey, honey, how you doing? Then so if you go out and say that I didn't speak to you, then you tell a lie. And a lie won't tarry, lie not one to another. All lies shall have the part of the lake of fire. Hey, bro, how you saying that? They try to avoid you. And that's kind of show make them, they act like they don't see you. How you doing? Sometimes they speak, sometimes they won't. But if I know you don't like me, I'm going to speak to you anyway. Right. Hello, how you doing?
Like, hey.
So I can't believe she spoke to me. Well, you know what? I'm putting more image out to a sinner or backslider than I am you with your Christian self. Because sinners don't see us getting along, or why should I get saved? I might as well stay a sinner. That's the kind of stuff you expect in the world. But I just showed up to the bed. Hi! How you doing? I didn't even blow the horn. Oh, you talking about making folks mad. Oh, by holy Jesus. And don't let them act like they don't see me. Because I'm going to get that much louder. Hey! I just use Willie. Hi, Willie. How you doing? Roll Willie. How you doing, Willie? Don't make me call you out, because I will. Pancho, oh Lord, Mom. Well, no, Pancho just falls out laughing. Honey used to be the one to be like, oh God, Pancho, get out of here, go on, Pancho, drive. Pancho busts out that because he already know what I'm going to do. Hey! Just also, well, they used to speak to me. How come they didn't speak? I said, because you were with me. That's why.
Right.
That's why they didn't speak to you. Then the next time, I guess, they were so close to us in line, they didn't have a choice. Oh, I don't know. That's just fine, sweetheart. How are you? They didn't say that to me, though. They said that to him. We miss you. Do you? Well, guess what? We miss you. Well, you see the door? I don't lock it. So we can let them in. See that door? It closes and opens. It closes and it opens.
Right.
The door's always open.
Always.
Nobody can tell you to not come nowhere.
Right.
You took that upon yourself. Ain't nobody told you you couldn't come to this church.
Right.
And you be telling a lie. You said one or the other one did, because I know they know where they do what I do. I teach them right. They ain't told you not to come to this church.
No.
I told Bunch, I said, you should have said, well, come on in. I got stuff that belong to me that won't give it to me. We have church on Sundays at 6 and Tuesdays at 7.
Right, that's right.
Come on up anytime and get it. You want it, come get it. No, I'm not going to bring you anything. If it's your stuff, and apparently you don't want it that bad, because if you did, you'd have been came and got it.
Right, that's the truth.
If I leave my singing book somewhere, and when I realize I don't have it, I'm on the phone.
Right.
Hey, did I leave my books down at y'all's church? I can't find my book nowhere. Or I can't find my tambourine, or I can't find. So if I want something really bad, Princess is going to get it. So it's the same thing with the Lord. If you want the Lord bad enough, you'll go get it.
That's right.
If you want Jesus bad enough, you come to him and get him. Ain't nobody sitting up here like bodyguards standing here. You can't get to the altar. You don't see no bodyguard standing at the door telling who can come in and who can't.
Right.
We ain't stopping nobody from coming nowhere. That's you. And you allow the enemy to put that in your mind. And put that in your spirit. So don't do that. But anytime we think about, this is too hard, can't do it. Think about Elisha. God, open my eyes so I can see what you see. I don't want to doubt. I don't want to not believe. I need you to open my eyes so I can see this. So I can see the angels. So I can see you working on my behalf. So I can see this. I can see that. Because I want to do it like this. I want to believe it like that. Open my eyes. I'm not seeing. Show me something here. I need to see or hear something, Lord. And he will. But as long as you in that mode of, well, whatever, is what I see and what I hear and what I think. You'd be surprised if people say, well, which I don't know where they get that from either. Princess, I heard you didn't like me. Well, you did. Yeah. Well, who told you that? See, I want this. Like this. Don't bring me he say, she say stuff. If you can't tell me what Princess said,
right,
or who said what Princess said, then don't tell me. Because see, I'm the one, oh really? Okay, I'm going to get them and me and you, and we're going to stay, and I tell you exactly what I said. Now, they want to do that, but they sure ain't going to tell what they said. They real big to tell what you said. But they ain't going to tell you what they said. And I want, honey, if I said it, I'll say it again. I'll show back it up. I'll repeat what I said. And if I didn't, I'm not going to admit to nothing I didn't say. But honey, if you come ask me, I'll show. Who in the world would told you that? Well, I don't want to cause no trouble. Well, you cause trouble when you open your mouth. You just let it go. The minute you said, so-and-so said, Princess said, whatever don't like, you started trouble then. And I'm the type of person that, If I want to know something, I'm going straight to the horse's mouth. I'm not going to go through you or you or you. I'll come to you and I'm going to ask you, is that the truth? Well, yeah, well, I heard, and I'll tell you what I heard. Well, don't say I said it. Well, why are you saying it then? Because they want to make themselves come out looking squeaky clean and put it all on you. See, them is the type that's a whole nother sermon. I'm looking squeaky clean and I'm putting it all on you. But see, I'm the one getting the truth. Come ask me, honey. You come at any time you want it. I'll give you my phone number, cell phone number. You can send me a message on Facebook. If you can't get a hold of me that way, then you call Pancho. Because 90% of the time, he with me. So I will tell you exactly what I said. Back it up. Don't get out gospel line, cheat, steal, and all that stuff, and then blame it on somebody else. I'm up front, up close, and personal. You ain't gonna have to wonder what I said. You ain't gonna have to wonder what I'm thinking. Now, if you want somebody to butter you up, and something ain't right, don't come ask me. Because I got to tell you the truth. And especially when it comes to this, I got to preach the truth and I got to teach the truth. Don't mean I don't love you. Don't mean we ain't friends. Don't mean nothing like that. A true friend will tell you the truth. You sit up there and they put that on you, so ooh, and then everybody got that made fun of you, blah, 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 way you looking. I just use Rose. Rose got on that yellow. All that yellow brightness, sunshine. And Rose got out there and say, well, everybody was talking me in that yellow. And I said, yeah, girl, ooh, I know, it looked terrible. Well, why didn't you tell me? Well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. If I'm your friend, I'm going to tell you the truth. If I love you, I'm going to tell you the truth. You nasty punch, I look at you, ooh, punch, you look a mess. I said, why do you like I tell you? You need to go get that, you look like Coach Kid Dave's cousin, buddy. You get that haircut. You looking a mess. Now he out there, everybody making fun of him, blah, 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 blah. They come in here, well, Mom, what did you tell? Well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Tell people the truth. These people said the truth hurt. Right, the truth does hurt, but guess what? It'll make you grow. If you lie all the time, you're going to stay in the same place you at. Now, I can preach you cars and money, and don't get me wrong, because when you sow seed, God do move in that. But if I don't tell you about sin and this, and that, everybody will love, because they'd be running out the door if I told them everybody was wonderful. If I was a motivational speaker. Right. You're never doing anything wrong, and the Lord loves you and He cares for you, and there's no sin. You all are okay. You just come and pray, and everyone will hug you and tell you love, and you're going to go into heaven. That's what's wrong now. There's a lot of people is in hell today because you'd rather kept his friends, or you would have rather got this than to tell them the truth. And one day, on the day of judgment, the Bible said we all had to give an account. So then let every one of us give account of ourselves to God. Can't say, well, I didn't know that. You can lie, but you know God knows it all. He got it written down in the book. On this particular day, at this particular time, at this particular place, Sister Princess preached I didn't hear that. No, she couldn't. Oh, Lord, I didn't know anything about that. And Jesus going to be like, well, see, you already going to have trouble getting in heaven because you tell a lie. Because He got it all wrote down. I had one of my friends say, when that time comes, I'm going to go to the Lord and say, well, Jesus, forgive me of all of this. And I said, well, honey, if you come to the point that you in heaven or rapture giving the county, you'll say it's too late to say forgive me. You should have been doing that now.
Right.
When you get in front of Jesus and you get in front of God, it's too late to say forgive me and fall down on your knees and cry and then just Lord say sling and snot. Oh God, please, I'm talking to live. They're gonna be like, here you go. And your tissue, honey. So you're gonna know when you're gonna let me into heaven, ain't you, Lord? No. Oh, why? They're gonna be dragging you out, kicking and screaming, and carrying on. It's too late then.
Right.
When you land in this casket, when you get left here on earth, because you ain't saved, you ain't going through there. And you appear in front of God, it's too late to try to change then. You got all of this time and all of this space. Not only ask forgiveness, change it. You don't like something, change it. We change the hair, we change the clothes, we change the nails, we change this, we change the living room around, we change the bedroom around, we paint our house and this and remodel and all this kind of stuff. But you know, people, I believe people forget to change this.
Right, they do.
They forget to change his soul. They forget to change his heart.
Yeah.
You take time to make sure your house is beautiful, your car is beautiful, your four-wheelers and your boats and your hair and your makeup and your clothes. You take time to make sure all of that is good. But you don't fix this. And that's more important than anything. That's what's going to get you up there. Because your clothes stuff ain't going to get you to heaven. Out of your $200 outfit, your $300 shoes, your $800 purse, honey, you can't take it with you. Amen, baby. If God be for us, who can be against you? Amen.
Anybody with that, testimony before we dismiss? Anybody with testimony?